You don't realize how good alcohol can taste.
Whoa. What's up guys, it's Kat and Deb from Two Market Girls. Welcome to part 2 of our New Year's Eve semi-series of videos.
Mini-series.
Today we tackle decor and drinks.
Two very, very important elements to New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
As we mentioned in the first video, we partnered up with a local distillery, Yongehurst Distillery, to create these videos for you. And in these videos, we'll be using their alcohols to alcoholify our drinks.
Alcoholify.
I don't even know what the words are trying to say.
We're making drinks with their alcohol.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. And then we're also making a drink making station, like a bar cart setup.
It's gonna be similar to the table decor DIYs we did in the past, where it's super simple, things that we have, really cheap, easy
Thrifty.
to do.
It's thrifty.
Cheap.
Okay, so we're gonna show you how to make the drinks, and then we're gonna show you how to make the bar cart.
Yep.
Let's go.
All the quantities for these drinks will be for one drink, so you're gonna wanna multiply this for any amount that you want. To make your herb roasted orange, rum, and ginger, you're gonna want to slice up one orange into wedges, add it to a baking dish along with a tablespoon of avocado oil, 1 tablespoon of fresh thyme, and a tablespoon of fresh rosemary, and then you're just gonna toss that, make sure it's all coated with the herbs in the oil, and bake it in an oven preheated to 350 for about 30 minutes. Once your oranges are roasted, allow them to cool for about 20 minutes. You're gonna peel off the skin from them, add them to a blender. You're gonna blend that with about 3/4 cup of water until most of the chunks are gone. To actually make your drink, you want 1 ounce of Harbor rum, along with 1/3 cup of your orange juice and 1/3 cup of your ginger beer. Top it with some orange slices and you're good. To make your Blackberry Lemonade Vodka drink, you're going to want to add a 1/2 pint of fresh blackberries to your blender and blend that with about 3/4 cup of water until it's smooth. And then you're going to strain that so that you can get any of the chunks or any of the unblended bits out, and you have this really smooth blackberry juice. To your glass, you're gonna add 1.5 ounces of your Liberty's vodka, along with 1/3 cup of sparkling lemon water, as well as 1/3 cup of your blackberry juice, about 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of agave nectar, and throw in a rosemary sprig, and you are done. And finally, to make your Gin-Infused Apple Cranberry Tea. For this tea cocktail, we ended up using David's Tea Forever Nuts. You want to add about 1 tablespoon of that tea into your tea bag and infuse it into the gin, into 1.5 ounces of gin for about 2 hours. Just set that aside, allow it to infuse for 2 hours. And in a separate cup, you're going to want to add another tea bag with another tablespoon of your Forever Nuts tea. Add some boiling water and allow it to steep for about 10 minutes. And then you want to remove the tea bag so it's not too strong. Once your gin has been infused and your tea is steeped and cooled down, you're going to want to put it all together now. So you add your gin to a cup along with 1/3 cup of fresh cranberry juice. We opted to blend our cranberries from fresh with some water. You can just buy cranberry juice from the store if you would like to do so. Along with 1/4 cup of the steeped tea, 2 teaspoons of maple syrup, if you're not using sweetened cranberry juice from the store. And then you're just gonna mix that all together and add a couple cranberries on top.
Okay, so to make your bar cart, the first thing we tackled was the blank wall that we're dealing with. So we went really simple. We hung a twine string across and then tied some white streamers along it. We spaced them out not very much. We wanted them pretty close together. And then to add that little extra pop, we threaded some fairy lights through the string so it was kind of mingling with the streamers. Next up, we tackled the actual cart. The table we were dealing with, we didn't want to use all the levels of it, so we put a dark cloth over top to hide the lower shelves. Next up, we're putting a wooden board on top of our cart because we needed a little bit more space, and this is just something we already had around the house because we use it for photos and videos all the time. Okay, so now it's time to start adding everything to your table. We started with a silver platter for our glasses, and a slate board for where our alcohol is gonna sit. Then we added all of our cocktail glasses to the platter. And next up, we're gonna add our lovely Yongehurst bottles to the table. On that black slate board that we put at the back, it's just so they stick out a little bit more and they have their own special spot. The next addition are your garnishes. So we're adding some fresh herbs like rosemary, thyme, and mint, as well as some lemons and limes, and an ice bucket, a couple spoons, a cup of straws, a cloth, and then we are placing the small pitchers of our pre-made cocktails at the back, and then hanging a frame that we wrote the names of the cocktails on the wall. And you're done.
Look how cute it turned out, guys. We had our doubts. Lots and lots of doubts.
Actually, yeah, it was a little bit nerve-wracking most of the time.
Yeah, I think it turned super, super cute. It turned out super, super cute.
It actually did. And like, I would do this would you do this at a party?
Yeah, I mean, the planning aspect, because we're not DIYer people, was a little difficult, but actually putting it together was really simple.
Mm-hmm.
And I would totally do this for a party.
Yeah.
When I throw a party in this place eventually, one day.
Can I come?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, can we
You
try the
basically
drinks?
live here, so. Yeah, we'll try the herb roasted rum and ginger. This one, I think, was our most adventurous one.
Probably, yeah.
Well, do you want to try one and I'll try
Okay.
one so we're not just watching each other?
I'll try the Blackberry Lemon Vodka.
Wow, this is strong.
Oh.
It's good though.
I really, really like the fresh blackberry juice in this.
Yeah, this feels so fancy.
Mm-hmm. I see what you mean about it being strong, but
It's still
it
good.
It works,
You know,
right?
it totally works. It's just one of those drinks that I think tastes better when it's stronger because the rum adds so much flavor to it. But it's not what I wasn't expecting, because when we tested it, it wasn't that strong.
These are just interesting flavors all around.
This is a really easy drink. Like, you could down a few of these a night.
Yes,
Yeah.
dangerous. I like these.
But I love the flavors because it's also fresh, because we used fresh things and everything.
Yes.
And that includes like the cranberries. You can buy cranberry juice, but we opted to just blend some cranberries with some water, and it just, the flavor's so much better.
Yeah. And then if your drinks have less sugar in them, sometimes that's why it's hard to drink a lot of cocktails, the amount of sugar.
Oh, this one's so good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's better than when we tested it. That one's so good.
Whoa.
Right?
Whoa. It has like kind of like a sweetness, but then also like
Yeah.
it's the flavors. I don't even know.
It's really good.
It really works.
I know we seem shocked right now, but like it works really well.
And the whole like infusing gin with tea.
Yeah, we felt super fancy
That felt
doing
pretty
that.
fancy.
But I think these are awesome cocktails that will impress anybody. And the whole setup, like you can't not impress people.
Oh
like,
my
look at this. And like, honestly, Yongehurst bottles go so well with everything. Look how pretty they are back here.
They are gorgeous.
Like, guys, look how pretty the design is in general. It's just like so cute. Oh man. Well, a big thank you to them for supplying the alcohol in this video, because it's amazing. Like, it's actually amazing booze.
Yeah.
You don't, I guess you get so used to like
Just the
cheap,
typical,
typical stuff at the liquor store, that when you have something that's like
actually
local
good.
and like really good and like thoughtfully made, you don't realize how good alcohol can taste.
Whoa.
And I think it's going to be an LCBO soon. I think they're in the phase of getting into the LCBO. So anyone who's in Ontario, you'll be able to get these soon. If not, they're local from Toronto. So if you're from Toronto, be sure to look them up. We'll leave all their links down below. So take a look. Go spread some, give them some love, you know? Because they're doing some awesome work there. And they have more alcohols.
Yeah.
And they sound amazing.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna try all of them.
yeah.
All right, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you make any of our cocktails or this setup or anything, be sure to tag us on social media. We love to see when you guys do that.
Definitely, and we're seeing more and more, and it's so exciting.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button also, because we post new vegan recipes every Sunday, and we do Whatever Wednesdays every other Wednesday. And January is going to be a really good month.
Yes, January. You're not going to want to miss January, so if you're not a subscriber yet, be sure to hit that subscribe, because you don't want to miss a single video in January, because they all go together.
Yes.
It's really important to watch them all.
Okay, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And see you guys.
See you 2017. Woo, bye. To make your herb roast...
Rum and ginger.
To make your herb roasted orange rum and ginger and a tablespoon of fresh rosemary. Steeped for about 2 hours with, what am I trying to say? So steep a cup of boil a cup, oh my God.